Hi and welcome back to the channel. So today we are having a look at my latest Soundbox pack, and it is War of the Worlds. Following on from the other famous sci-fi films, we've got Forbidden Planet, Event Horizon, but War of the Worlds is possibly one of the best sci-fi films ever, and I'm talking about the original 1953, not the Tom Cruise remake or this latest pathetic effort on Prime with Ice Cube sitting in front of a computer for an hour and a half. This is the latest one, and it is 25 presets, but it is a bit different because it is not the usual pads. It is kind of ambient sound effects, and it does look fantastic, I have to say. So as it says, you get 25 new combi presets, all featuring layered samples. There are approximately 44 sound sources to play with, and presets include a mix of ambient, atmosphere, soundscapes, drones, glitches, and SFX. I have also included a DTC INIT preset with reverb and delay preloaded, ready to add your own samples. And as usual, you get the information on how to actually import these and the main manual PDF as well. This one is going to be £4, so slightly more than the other ones, but then this was a hell of a lot more work. Still ridiculously cheap compared to AudioModern's packs, I think you will agree. So we'll get Soundbox open and have a look at War of the Worlds. So here we are in Soundbox with War of the Worlds open, and like you can see, there it is, all the presets there. I have done an init, and I'm not quite sure why I haven't done this before, but I've eventually come up with the idea of doing an init preset so that you guys can just start off with that and create your own. So we'll have a look at that later on. I'm going to have a look at a couple of presets. So we've got Android Escape loaded up, and as you can see, it's a bit of a mix. So some of the samples are going across the whole keyboard, some of them are C3, C4, could be C1, C2. I mean, if you have a look at the next one, you can see they're kind of mixed up quite a bit. So you're kind of going to need to keep an eye on this to see what sounds are going to come in where. And everything is pitched at 90 BPM. So if we open up Drone Sub 1, you can see the BPM set at 90. Remember to set your BPM to 90 in your DAW. So this is Android Escape. Now let's say we've got Drone Sub 1. So that is kind of an Android scrape down kind of up to here. Well, up to C3. So there's a whole bunch of delay scapes. They are just ambient song. So if you want, you can just switch these off and you'll get a completely new preset. So you could just use these two. So yeah, so remember, like, you can just play around with these, and you don't have to have them all switched on. I mean, most of them are 3 or 4s. There's a couple that are kind of maybe like 2 or 3, but as usual, most of them are kind of 4. So you can play around just switching them off and on and see what you get. Data scan's quite cool. So yeah, so there's gonna be a preset demo of pretty much all of them after this, but I just want to show you a few of them quickly. So this is data scan. So that's basically just playing data scan and distorted hum. And then you can bring in the glitch. And then you go interference. So you can just play distorted hum on its own. So there's noise bursts as well. So noise burst is quite different. So it's one preset, but it's over 4 octaves. So if we go to, so you can see there, you've got 4 different noise bursts, even though it's just one preset. So that's the C1. That's C2. And then C3 is probably the best one. And that's C4. So that is that's my favourite one. And then, like I said, scanners, you can see again there, it's split completely differently. So we've got the reso space and subcycle. So you can just play that on its own. And obviously you can add in another sample, it's not. And then you can bring scanners up. Subcycle and reso space up here as well. Get a completely different sound. I'll put the C5. Pretty cool. So the init, we'll just have a quick look at that. So obviously there's nothing loaded, but there's all the effects on. So I've got the reverb set at the first one, just at the standard 10%, and then the delay as well, just kind of standard, and the rest of them are empty. And then on the master, I always have the compressor on around about 80% and the limiter at 80% as well. So that is on all of my presets. So you can just start off and create your own presets as well, and then you can save them with the arrow icon there. So for instance, because it's all catalogued as DTC, you can go straight to these and then you know exactly which ones you're going to use. And if they're numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, then 1 would be C1. You could have 002 would be there, 3, 4 there. So some of them are numbered differently. So for instance, 12, it's just could be anywhere. I haven't changed all of them. So 12 is C1 as well. So you get an idea. So for instance, we could just make a preset. Let's just make a preset. Find one that is 2, just for argument's sake. So Delayscape 2, and we'll see what this sounds like. So that is the Delayscapes. Basically just big booms. Right, so you can tell that the volumes are a bit high, so we can take those down. And there you go. And for instance, we could bring something that goes over the whole keyboard. So if the preset doesn't have a number, it should normally go over the whole keyboard. So for instance, dark texture, as you can see there, there's no number and it'll go across the whole keyboard. So that's another kind of tip when you're creating your own presets as well. So yeah, pretty cool. And I do encourage you to do this. I mean, you know, I enjoy it. I mean, I don't do these to make money, obviously, because I'm selling it for £4. But I do this just because I just love sound design and creating these packs for people to play around with. So yeah, so hopefully you will. So yeah, how easy was that? So that is it for the kind of long intro to War of the Worlds Soundbox pack. There will be a sound demo to follow. The Soundbox packs have got their own category on the store, so you can have a look, and that is them all. So you could buy the bundle and War of the Worlds and create a whole bunch of sci-fi inspired presets of your own. So anyway, so thanks for watching, and as usual, if you are enjoying these videos, please remember to like, subscribe, share and comment, and I will see you in the next one.